number 6.
Be prepared for some serious awesomeness.
We're going to be bringing you the hottest,
most exciting,
liberating,
comedic,
and stylistic stories every week.
We are basically the complete package, so expect it.
Definitely. How excited are you? This is our first show.
It's Chanel. I am seriously pumped.
I think it's going to be amazing. So now on to the news.
What would you say if there was a perfect place for that perfect kiss? And what would you say if that perfect place was right in your backyard? Well, it is. Located in Elmira, the West Montrose Covered Bridge, also known as the Kissing Bridge, is Ontario's only covered bridge. The reason for the roof comes down to safety, and thanks to it, it's still standing for over 100 years. Del Gingrich works at the Visitor Center in St. Jacobs. This bridge is such a big piece of the town's culture that he decided to write a whole book about it.
Daily we get people inquiring about the bridge, and I realized that there was nothing substantive that had ever been written about the bridge, so I thought it was time.
Situated in such a tranquil and solitary area, the bridge has that flawless romantic feel. And with special occasions like Valentine's Day, this bridge makes it the perfect place for that special smooch. And sometimes reminiscing is just as magical as the first visit.
Yeah, my wife's from England, and I remember when we lived in Toronto after we got married, but before that she used to come up on weekends, and sometimes we used to go over there to the areas. It was a sort of a quiet evening or something such as that, sure.
Maggie Sagunas, Conestoga College, Elmira.
Thanks, Maggie, for that charming story. Now, folks, onto something a little more serious. Roundabouts. Roundabouts have been popping up everywhere in the Kitchener-Waterloo area, and Tim Moore found out how to navigate them and why they're becoming so popular.
Stopping, looking, and turning are a few of the actions drivers take while navigating through roundabouts. With plenty of signs, the roundabouts are designed to be the easiest possible to navigate for vehicles and pedestrians. In a recent phone interview with Waterloo Region Representative Don Henderson, he said,
"A roundabout really is a dance in itself. Everybody mingles together and comes together to make everything work. That's really what it's all about."
With this sort of mindset, the region came out with the Roundabout Dance, which is a fun instructional video on how to navigate the traffic flow structures. But are they safe?
But every year our collisions at roundabouts are coming down, and in fact in 2009 our collisions were the best on record since the introduction of our first roundabout in 2004.
The region is being very ambitious, wanting to add 4 more roundabouts, including 2 in Cambridge, 1 in Kitchener, and 1 in Waterloo. For CGIQ News, I'm Tim.
With every email, bank account, and credit card online, is your information safe? Matt Adams has more on online password security.
It's your way to keep in touch with loved ones, your bank account, and your way to get deals on used items. But what you don't know could cost you. A new study released by Imperva, a California company that protects computer information for other companies, suggests that we are making it too easy for our accounts to be hacked because of the passwords we choose. The study showed that the 20 most common passwords were easily guessed number combinations and common names. And even the 4th most common password was password. With passwords so simple and automated programs to guess for them, a hacker can gain access to an account every 110 attempts, or that's 1 every second. At that rate, a hacker can gain access to 1,000 accounts every 17 minutes. But do computer users realize the dangers in choosing a weak password? Imperva's study comes in the wake of a hacker that broke 32 million passwords in December 2009 and posted them on the social networking site RockYou. From studying the list, Imperva suggested that users pick the simplest passwords. Combine that with increasingly proficient hacking software, and it could soon be your email account hacked. For Conestoga News, I'm Matt Adams.
Now on to our final story. For weeks, the world has been totally entrenched with one story. Jay or Conan?
Throughout history, there have been countless battles and feuds which have captivated the human spirit and been immortalized in our culture. Take French versus English, Napoleon versus everybody, George Bush versus the Axis of Evil, Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson, Apple versus Microsoft, Hawaiian shirts versus dragon shirts, Friends versus Seinfeld, Angelina Jolie versus Jennifer Aniston. And now there's a new battle, which is coming to the forefront of our generation. Coco versus Leno. And I'm here to take a more in-depth look at NBC's incredible late-night struggle that's been unfolding over the last few weeks.
The recent mix-up at NBC has created quite the buzz in the late-night TV world, as Jay Leno usurping the 11:35 Tonight Show spot from Conan O'Brien has the public rather divided about who they support. Most people feel that Leno taking back the Tonight Show after the Jay Leno Show, which aired at 10, failed to be a success, was kind of a wrong thing to do. During the last week, things got rather heated between all the late-night hosts, with O'Brien firing off against NBC and Leno. Letterman was doing the same thing, and Leno was firing back in his defense. Even hosts not involved in the dispute got in on the fun, as Jimmy Kimmel really went after Leno when he was a guest on his show.
I think the best prank I ever pulled was I told a guy that 5 years from now I'm going to give you my show. And then when the 5 years came, I gave it to him, and then I took it back almost instantly. Wow. It was hilarious. Wow, that's fine. He still won't speak to me. Very good prank. Very good prank. I think he works at Fox or something now. Yeah.
One Conestoga student, Brandon Holman, explained how the move will affect his TV watching.
So do you think you'll be watching the new Leno show now that he's taken over Conan's old spot?
No, I don't think I will, because he totally screwed Mr. Conan O'Brien over, so I don't feel that's very right of him to do so.
Facebook groups are springing up in support of O'Brien, showing that the younger demographic were more avid Conan fans and will probably miss him the most.
Whether or not NBC's move to switch back to Leno will help short-term ratings for the 11:35 slot remains to be unknown. But the real mystery is if this has caused an entire generation of viewers to become jaded towards NBC, as Conan was quite the hit with the younger demographic. I'm Alex Dinley signing off. Back to you guys.
Well, Janelle, our first show is in the books. How do you think it went?
I think we did a bang-up job.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So tune in next week for some more exciting updates around the Kitchener-Waterloo area.
Because we're Conestoga News 46, signing off.